Stand well back from the platform edge. The next train at platform 1 does not stop here.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another review from Class 47 Peter, and welcome to the first review of 2018. And so to kick off the year for the review videos, we're going to be having a look at the Dapol model, as you can see, and today we're going to be having a look at the Class 68 in DRS livery. Now, when these models first came out last year, I missed out on these because the DRS livery ones went out very quickly. You could still get the Chiltern and the ScotRail livery ones, but the DRS livery ones were sold out quite quickly when they were released. Then Dapol announced some more Class 68s in Chiltern, ScotRail and DRS liveries, which are the liveries they currently make them in. And these models were re-released just towards the end of the year. And so just before the end of the year, I went and bought one of these because I have been wanting a Class 68 in my collection for a while now, so I figured now's the perfect chance for me to get one. Now, I might not be a big fan of the modern era stuff, but I do have a soft spot for the Class 68s and the 88s. I do really like them, and so I just had to have one of these in model form. But anyway, enough with the chit chat, let's get this model open and see what it's like. Because I haven't looked at this model yet, I haven't opened it up or anything. So I'm really quite looking forward to this. I've seen these models on display at Worley and in the pictures on the internet, and they look absolutely stunning. And I'm certainly not going to be wrong. But anyway, so this is the Dapol packaging. Very nice firm box. I like the colour of the box as well. And there we have a drawing of the Class 68 on the front of the box there. And this particular one is 68008 Avenger, in the DRS livery, like I said. So here we have the paperwork. First of all, this is the DCC guide. Talks to you about overview of functions, factory fitted sound decoder, if you get one that's got factory fitted of course, the push pull operation, fitting DCC to your model, decoder choice, and a couple of the decoders there you can get. On the back, configuring your own decoder, talk to you about suggesting the following things. So we'll put that to one side. Then here we have the owner's guide. Talks to you about running in, fitting the accessories and removing the body. There's a drawing there telling you where the clips are to get the body off and how to get them off. The internal switch function on the model. Fitting a DCC decoder and maintenance and spare parts. And then we have the repair warranty. It's the same printed on both sides. So we'll put that to one side. Then we remove the foam packaging, well, the foam cover I should say rather, not the packaging. Then look at that. That just looks absolutely stunning. So just got to take out the plastic packaging from the foam insert here. And I can already tell that this is quite heavy, which is a good sign. Just take out these polystyrene pieces on the ends of the packaging. Then we'll take off these larger polystyrene pieces on the top and the bottom. And of course the plastic cover. And now we'll have a look at the little detail pack. Or packs in this case rather, and we'll see what we get. So in the first detail pack we get a spare NEM tension lock coupling, as you can see, a couple of vacuum pipes, a NEM socket, and what looks like a couple of air dams. And in the other little detail bag we have 2 plastic nameplates, and I say plastic because these nameplates are made of plastic, they're not made of metal or brass or anything like that. So it's a little bit of a shame. However, they do have an etched feel to them. So I might add these on, I might not. We'll see later. But it's nice that they have applied some nameplates. I wasn't expecting them to have applied these with the model. And now all that remains is to take the model out of the packaging. The moment we've all been wanting to see. So gently lift her out. Gotta be careful though when doing it. Oh yeah, now that's very heavy. That's just a little plastic stand to hold the model in place. Right, so we now put the packaging to one side. And it decides to clip back together. Come on. Yeah, that'll do. Let's try and sort that out later. But anyway, so now we're free to have a look at the model in detail. So first of all we come on to the weight, and this is a very, very heavy model. I know I always talk about the weight first in these reviews before the detail. I know I talk about how most models are heavy, but this is possibly the heaviest model I've ever held, because it really is heavy. And that's what we want. We want these models to be heavy because they need the traction, and without the weight there wouldn't be any traction. So this model has more than enough traction, capable of pulling long freight or passenger trains, whatever you choose to get these locomotives to pull. So now we come on to the detail. So it's fair to say that this model is packed with detail. It really is. But first of all we have sprung buffers on the model. Don't have much care for them, but if you like them then they'll keep you happy. They are made of plastic, so they're not made of metal, but at least there's some buffers on the model. Now just look at all the detail that's already fitted on the front. The vacuum pipes and that dummy screw link coupling there. It's all been fitted for you already, and that's very nice of Dapol to have done that. Then we have the footsteps on the front buffer beam there, which is very nicely done. We have the front of the locomotive, which has been very well represented, and accurately represented for that matter. And this model does have working lights as well, so I'll be looking forward to seeing those. We've got the separately fitted handrails down the side there, on the ends of the loco. They are like that in reality, and they just look absolutely fantastic to see that on the model. And that is just superb. And there's also, of course, the separately fitted handrails on the front there, at the sides of the front window. There's a separately fitted window wiper, and of course glazing in the cab windows, as we would expect. And even glazing in the top there, which I think that's a light of some sort. Now, there's no painted cab interior detail in this model, but just look at the detail regardless. It's there, just not painted. But it's been done very well. Regardless, even if it has just been moulded in there. So it still looks quite presentable. We also have the horns on the top there, with like the speakers at the front of them, as you can see there. And then we have this nice bit of detail at the top. Not too sure what this bit of detail is, but it's there, just like on the real thing, and painted, and it looks really nice. We've got the warning signs printed on the loco, as you can see there on the sides. We've got a very nice door with glazing in, and separately fitted handrails down the sides there. And the footsteps as well, as you can see. We've got the Direct Rail Services logo, crisply printed on the side. The locomotive's room number, 68008, crisply printed as well. We've even got the Voslo builder's plate there, which looks really nice, and the Top's dialogue as well, which you can just about see if I zoom in, and that looks really nice. Plenty of detail on the bogies there, and I've just noticed one of those plastic things holding the model in place is underneath the wheels there, so I'll sort that out soon. But just look at the detail, the footsteps, the axle boxes and the springs, and just look at the detail on the wheels as well. You've even got a speedometer there as well, or a couple of them I should say rather, on the bogies, and that looks really nice. And just look at the detail on the fuel tanks there. I mean, the detail there for a start, all those signs there, the warning signs, crisply printed on the sides there, and a couple of rivets as well. Got a fuel tank dial there, and again some more signs on the side of the tanks, and above there you've got diesel and all those other signs as well printed at the top. Looks really nice. Again, more rivet details and warning signs printed on the detail there, especially that bit there, which is painted and looks really nice. And that, I believe, is the fuel filler cap. Painted as well, and that looks superb. We have some superb etched grills there on the sides there, and just look at the rivet detail around them, and on the body as well, which you can just about see, and it really is superb. Some more superb etched grills there at the sides of the loco, stunning to see. We've got the orange warning line printed around the top of the loco. Looking very nice and crisply printed, supplied, and very nice and straight and not wobbly. Now the livery is just simply spot on. No errors in the paintwork. Very nice even coat and the correct shade of colours as well, especially the blue. And they've portrayed the livery here, which is this newer style compass livery, just so accurately. Especially the DRS logo there, just look at that. That's just superbly been printed on, it looks fantastic. As well as the Direct Rail Services website there, printed on the side of the loco, just like it is on the real thing. And crisply printed nameplates, so you can add the plastic ones if you want. I might add them, I might not, so I'm still undecided about that for the moment. But the crisply printed ones are nice though, don't get me wrong. Now the detail on the roof is also superb as well. There's some rivet detail there present. Well, there is if you look close enough, and it looks superb. We've got these extra grills on the top of the roof there. That little bit of painted detail, no idea what it is, but it's there, it looks fantastic. Then we have the exhaust ports for all the fumes and the clag to come out of. And just look at the fans, just look at the etched grill on the top and the fans underneath. They don't spin, but they don't really need to. But just look at the detail on those though. That is just phenomenal. They've been painted as well. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm lost for words. And the thing I love about the 68 is that they are quite futuristic looking, aren't they? If you get what I mean. I mean, just look at it. It's not only just modern and sleek, but it's also very futuristic looking as well. And I just love the looks of this locomotive. And they do have quite a nice whirring sound as well, when they're working hard in real life. So it's an absolute pleasure and joy to simply have one of these in model form in my possession. Something I've just noticed there in that one etched grille, you can actually see some detail behind it of some sort. I don't know what it is, but just look at that. Looks like probably part of the mechanism of the motor, or maybe something replicated from the engine in there, and that just looks superb. I didn't notice that before until just now, because I've just removed that plastic part from under the bogie that holds the model in transit, which is just here, and it was only then when I even noticed that bit of detail there in the side grille. The other end of the loco is of course exactly the same. Plastic buffers, as there were on the front, and a coupling already fitted there. Not all the detail in this case on this end is not fitted, but it is on the other end, so that's all that matters. Separately fitted handrails, window wiper, lovely glazing in the windows, and something I haven't mentioned actually, the locomotive's running number printed on the front, and the Voslo logo. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And the other side of the model is exactly the same. No detail differences there, but all the detail is still stunning. I mean, this is an absolute phenomenal model. We come on to the running performance now. And you can see she runs as she should, straight out the box. She's a smooth runner. There's no grinding noises, motors burning out, or stuttering or jerky movement. It's smooth straight out the box. We now come on to the loaded test run, and so I've got the 68 pulling the rake of BR blue and grey coaches, and doesn't that look like a superb size? Those coaches, they really suit this loco well. And I have seen a 68 pulling BR blue and grey livery coaches in real life. so I just had to put them on. But this shows that why the weight is so important. There's about 8 coaches there, and she can manage them with ease. Let's see what it's like in the dark. Just look at that. Just look at the lights there. There's even interior lighting in the cab. There's the lights at the back. Now some of these coaches are lit up, as you can see. The rest of them can. Turned on via a switch, but I just can't be bothered to turn those on. Wow. So what can I say about the Dapol DRS Class 68? It's a phenomenal model. It's the most detailed diesel locomotive I've got in my collection, and it's one of the best diesel locomotives that I've got. And it's not hard to see why, really. I think we can all agree though that we do need the Class 88 now to go with the 68. Dapol, you've done an amazing job with the 68, so please can we have the 88? Because that would be a stunning model as well. So overall, I'm going to rate the Dapol DRS Class 68 a 10 out of 10. It's got to be, and how can it not be? This has been Class 47 Peter reviewing the absolutely stunning and phenomenal DRS Class 68. And I'll see you again soon for the next review. Which I'm not going to tell you what's going to be, but until then, hope you've enjoyed watching this review. Do check out my other videos and reviews, and I'll see you again soon. Until then, look after yourselves and stay safe. Take care.